4 days out from Election Day, and former President Donald Trump is escalating his violent rhetoric, suggesting one of his most prominent critics, the former Congresswoman Liz Cheney, should be fired upon.
She's a radical war hawk. Let's put her with a rifle standing there with 9 barrels shooting at her, okay? Let's see how she feels about it. You know, when the guns are trained on her face. You know, they're all war hawks when they're sitting in Washington in a nice building saying, oh, gee, let's send 10,000 troops right into the mouth of the enemy.
Yeah, so Trump strikes again. He's doing what he does best, you know? He knows what to say to keep him in the headlines. And what they say, all publicity is good publicity. Am I saying that word right? Anyway, that's the statement that he said, right? And what I'm gathering from that is he's pretty much inciting violence against her. And if you don't know who that is Liz. And if you don't know who that is Liz Cheney. She is a former Congresswoman. She was a Republican representative for the state of Wyoming. And she just currently endorsed Trump, as you can see here. And this is why this started. But what I want to talk about today, did he really incite violence? Because I made a video earlier, which I will attach to the end of this video. And to me, he incited violence. He stated that, to me, this is my opinion, that pretty much give her a weapon and line her up in front of 9 people and see how she would like it. To me, that's saying put her in front of a firing squad. That is a lose-lose situation. As a combat vet, I would not wish that upon anyone. And I think as a presidential candidate, you should be able to take what people give you and not resort to inciting violence. But everyone was in my comments saying, you gotta see the whole video. You can't take it out of context. I did, but we're going to play it today for you and let you make your own decision.
Is it weird for you to see Liz Cheney, that'd be Dick Cheney's repulsive little daughter, running against you with Kamala Harris?
Well, I think it hurts Kamala a lot, actually. Look, she's a deranged person. The reason she doesn't like me is that she wanted to stay in Iraq. She wants to, you know, tough person. You know, people get killed all over. She's real tough, right? They're not the tough people. Don't forget, I went against her, and in her state, which is a great, beautiful state, she lost for Congress with the highest number in history. There has never been a congressperson that lost by almost 40 points. And the reason is because if they were ever in that situation, they'd quit.
So just leave it at that.
She lost. She was beaten by a tremendous person, actually, tremendous, that I backed fully. But the reason she couldn't stand me is that she always wanted to go to war with people. I don't want to go to war. She wanted to stay in Syria. I took them out. She wanted to stay in Iraq. I took them out. I mean, if it were up to her, we'd be in 50 different countries. And you know, number one, it's very dangerous. Number two, a lot of people get killed. And number three, I mean, it's very, very expensive. That's why we owe $36 trillion. We go, you know, it used to be you go to war, to the victor belong the spoils, right? In other words, if you beat a country, you own that country, you take the oil. We go to war, we bomb the crap out of it, and then we leave. You know, it's almost like, what are we doing? What's going on? We bombed the whole Middle East.
Get to the point.
And then we left. We spent...
Bro is rambling.
Trillion with a T, not even with a B. Normally I say not million, billion, but now I say not billion, trillion. We spent $9 trillion bombing the hell out of the Middle East. And what the hell did we get other than lots of dead people, all over, including our people?
You was a part of that.
Nothing. I didn't speak to him about it. But then, you know, go a couple of years forward or go now. And I don't blame him for sticking with his daughter, but his daughter is a very dumb individual, very dumb. She's a radical war hawk. Let's put her with a rifle standing there with 9 barrels shooting at her, okay? Let's see how she feels about it. You know, when the guns are trained on her face. You know, they're all war hawks when they're sitting in Washington in a nice building saying, oh, gee, let's send 10,000 troops right into the mouth of the enemy. But she's a stupid person. And I used to have, I'd have meetings with a lot of people, and she always wanted to go to war with people. So whether it's her, whether it's Dick, I was surprised a little bit with Dick Cheney. I didn't know him at all. I only had essentially the 1 or 2 phone calls, and it was only a call saying.
So there you have it. There you have it. That is your full context. He could have ended her comments regarding her a long time ago. To say let's put her in front of, 5, 6 rifles and just hand her a rifle, come on. To me, I don't care about the context. I get it. Oh, she's quick to want to go to war, but yet she's not the one going to war. It's the same thing as, a manager making you do something while they sit in the office. We hear people say all the time, but you are in a presidential position. You are running for the president of the United States. You've been the president of the United States. This is not the time to make comments like that. You can't incite violence on people. I just think it was bad timing. It was poor class, and it was not presidential whatsoever. And that's just my opinion. I don't care the context. I get what he's trying to say. To me, you just wished a firing squad on someone who is just doing their job. Most people do their jobs thinking they're doing the best job they can. If you can't do what you're known to do, fire people. We can go all day about what he said and dissect the truth from the lies, but from that standpoint, what he said, I don't care about context. He was wrong. But Liz Cheney has responded, and let's see what she has to say.
Cheney, who broke with her party to endorse Vice President Kamala Harris, responded this morning in a post on X, writing, "This is how dictators destroy free nations. They threaten those who speak out against them with death."
Facts. So that was her response. She didn't come out, do no full interview or anything like that. She just did a post on Twitter, and I do agree with it. You can't incite violence. We're not a third world country. We are in the United States of America. We are allowed to have our opinion. We are allowed to switch who we decide to vote for. I am a Republican. If you go to any of my social media posts, whether it be here, on YouTube, TikTok, anywhere, I have always been Republican. I'm registered as a Republican. I am just not MAGA. MAGA, I have an issue with MAGA and things like this, inciting violence, the racist comments, the stereotypical blaming everything on immigrants. It's annoying. You guys worship this man, and I don't understand why. This is wrong so much to the fact that they are trying to see if they can even put charges on this man in the state of Arizona.
When Arizona's top prosecutor tells 12 News she's investigating whether Donald Trump made a death threat at an event in Glendale against one of his toughest Republican critics.
12 News journalist Bram Resnick has more on what prompted the investigation and the Trump campaign's response. Bram?
Yeah, I spoke with Attorney General Chris Mays earlier today for this week's taping of Sunday Square Off. She was reacting to comments that Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump made last night to former Fox News host Tucker Carlson at an event in Glendale. Trump caused an uproar when he suggested that former Republican Congresswoman Liz Cheney, who endorsed his Democratic opponent Kamala Harris, should face rifles, quote, shooting at her to see how she feels about sending troops to fight. Mays told me that she asked her criminal division chief to review whether Trump's statement qualifies as a death threat under Arizona's laws.
The fact, though, that he would come to Arizona and make a statement like that against Liz Cheney, who has been speaking out against him and exercising her free speech, I think is just not helpful. It's deeply troubling.
The Trump campaign responded that May's investigation was, quote, a desperate attempt to help out Kamala Harris's failing campaign.
So there you have it, folks. Even people well above us, especially in the state of Arizona, right, do not agree with what he said. I don't agree with what he said. But for some reason, MAGA continues to let him spew out hate and just consistently make excuses for this man, right? That's my opinion on it. This is not news. I ain't here to give you the news and keep walking. I'm going to give you what I think, my thought process, and my opinion on it with the facts, all right? If you're still here with me, let me know how you feel about it. Do you think he was wrong? Do you think he should be charged? Let me know who you're voting for, because voting's in like 4 days, all right? Leave a comment below, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I will see you next video.